she's Anna.
And she's trying to figure out her computer. And she's Lindsay. And
And
we
we are
are
slow
slow
burn.
burn.
I'm
At
watching
some
you
point, we'll
doing
get it
yours.
right.
Yeah. We've been saying that for 44 episodes. But anyway,
Who's
um,
counting?
who's counting? Not me. We got the random word generating. We're just going back to our roots. We're gonna do slow burn. Slow burn.
Yes,
Who would have thought?
which is called
Uh,
lazy improv.
Lazy improv. That's what we're doing. So I've just looked it up, and these are the three that I'm going to ask you to choose between. So we got playing for keeps.
Playing
You
for
know what that
keeps.
means, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Two down, one to go.
Okay,
Is
that's
another
just
one.
called getting rid of my enemies. Okay.
And ride him, cowboy.
Ooh.
Which one?
Oh God, I almost want to say that. Hey, let's give it a shot and try to see if we can do all of them.
What? Okay, so what is it again? Playing for keeps.
Playing for keeps,
Two
two
down, one to
down,
go.
one to go, and
Ride him, cowboy.
ride 'em, cowboy.
Okay, cool.
So, uh, I just got back to dating.
Yeah.
So I reinstalled. I know I said I was never gonna do that again, but
You did say you were never gonna do it again.
I reinstalled a dating app on my phone. But this, they did some changes. It's different now.
Okay, in what way?
Well, they allow you to put voice memos now so you can hear how they sound.
That's interesting. I read some research about you can actually tell if a person's lying more by just the audio than actually watching them, which is really interesting. So,
Ooh,
because
yeah.
there's been a few liars in your past there. So I think that's a good thing.
It,
That's a good thing.
they're lawyers, okay, not liars. They
That's the
work in a
same
law
word.
firm.
That's the same word, liar and lawyer. It's the same. Like it's pretty
That's
much
your
the same.
Aussie accent. They're lawyers.
Uh Liars. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's no,
Lawyers.
I'm really not getting this wrong. It's pretty much interchangeable, those two words. Okay. Lawyer and like anyway. So they can record audio and what else? Can they give you a DNA sample? What can
They
they
have
record?
videos. They can put videos so you can see what they look like and how they act next before you even have to meet with them.
Yeah, but what kind of videos? I mean, is this like because the thing is when somebody starts filming you, okay, you put on an act as in general as a person, right? So is this stealth videos? Like is someone following them around stealthily, like
No,
filming
I mean
them?
they do their own selfie videos or they ask a friend to take a video of them.
Right. Okay, so how is this different?
I mean, it has video and audio.
Right, okay. And so how's it going?
Um, well, I had two interesting almost dates.
Okay, how is something an almost date? Because that's an interesting concept.
Well, we made plans to meet
Okay, yeah. And
and it just never happened. Almost date.
okay, but what do you mean it never happened? They cancelled or you cancelled or what?
Kinda.
Why are you being all cagey for? What?
I mean, they it kind of got canceled.
Okay, I'm going to ask you more information here. How can something kind of be cancelled?
Well, I was all set to meet one of them.
Yeah.
I said let we can meet for coffee, and then he
Mm-hmm.
asked me, so how much time you have? I said an hour, and he says like, well, that's awfully short. I go, what are you talking about? It's coffee. 1 hour is a
Yeah. How
lot.
long? How long does it take to drink a coffee? Like an hour is fine, right?
Like, And he goes like, oh, maybe we should just meet when you have more time. And I go like, why? An hour's plenty for coffee.
For what? Why why does he need more time?
I don't know. I've never even met him. So I told him like, look, I don't even know you yet. So I'd rather we just meet for a coffee, and then if we get on, then maybe we can meet longer in person. I thought I was reasonable.
I think it's reasonable. I do. I think it's reasonable. I mean, if it was me and you know me, okay, it wouldn't even be IRL. It would be on Zoom. We'd be
Mm.
having like a coffee on Zoom. That's what would be happening. I'm not
Yeah, I
wasting. I'm not
tried
leaving the
suggesting that.
house. You know, like
I did try suggesting. Oh, so that reminds me of the other guy.
yeah,
So I did try to suggest meeting up, but then he keeps suggesting that we just switch to WhatsApp call. But I go like, I don't want to give my phone number to some random stranger until I meet them. So I suggested we can have a video call via the app.
yeah, yeah. I'm happy. Like I'm happy you've learned from your past mistakes. Okay, because remember that guy that just kept calling all the time. He wouldn't leave you alone, and then you gave someone your address, and you opened the door, and he was naked on the lounge. That's that
Yeah,
kind of
that was
stuff.
very interesting.
Yeah,
My parents were home.
yeah. How did he get in without them saying? That's what I'm. It was really like strange.
Well, they were
Well,
in the bedroom
yeah,
and it was middle of
yeah,
the night.
yeah. So let me just say, I'm very happy that you're being security conscious and
Mm-hmm.
not, just giving that phone out, giving out your address.
Mm-hmm.
And an hour, I think I reckon you can tell what someone's like in an hour. I reckon you
I
can.
thought that was fair. I thought that ours plenty.
Yeah, definitely. So it
Yeah,
didn't
but
happen.
then
These things
no,
didn't.
because they both unmatched me.
Ah, well, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Was it something I said?
Well, obviously I mean, look, the only reason I can think that someone's going to get the shits about an hour is because they want to have sex with you, and that's going to take more than an hour. So,
Are you kidding? It takes like what? 30 seconds, no? For
well,
them to come?
yeah, but I'm just hoping that
They
the whole
always they
thing isn't 30 seconds. The
oh trying to
whole,
convince me to take off my clothes will
yeah,
take more
they're
than
all
an
that
hour.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But they
completely.
always like they sometimes they come the moment they take off their clothes. So like what's
Who is this? What do you mean? Wow. So you're like what is it? An immaculate sex giver. So you don't even touch them, and they just come. Is that what they just take their clothes off and they're just like, and then it's like that's what.
yeah. Yeah. I'm like
Yeah, right.
they got a little too excited.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm like, yeah, that one was a weird one.
Yeah. Okay. But that's only happened once.
This year,
Okay. I just don't see why you can't. What do you need an app for? Like, why can't you just like get a hobby? Like, I don't know, horse riding, something like that. Maybe find a cowboy. You know what I mean? Like get a hobby. Go out and do something. Not just have like I don't know. It's very clinical.
but Terry, I watched this video on YouTube about mathematics and dating and apps, and it basically says it's a science. It's a numbers game. There's not that many cowboys here.
Well, it doesn't have to be a cowboy. I'm just saying, you know, like something, a hobby, pottery, painting,
Mostly gay.
gardening.
Mostly gay.
Huh,
Oh, but I don't want to get dark or dirty.
all right.
So gardening is up. So anyway, so yeah, so that's so yeah, I'm back on the app still swiping, and I'm hoping, third time's the charm, two down.
One to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it kind of occurs to me. I don't know if you've I don't know if you've thought about this, but Richard, the concierge in our apartment
Building?
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, downstairs. He's a really
Yes. What
nice
about
guy.
Rich?
He's a really nice. Have you noticed how like he always stops you, he talks to you, and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's very nice. He's very thoughtful.
yeah, I
So
mean he's opening the door for you. I mean that he's a
he
concierge, but
opens the door for everyone.
yeah, I know, but he seems to do it more passionately, like when you
We
come to the
pay
door.
for that.
I don't know.
Like, there are apartment monthly fees, whatever. It also goes to pay the staff.
I kind of feel like Richard is a nice guy, and he's interested in you. I mean, look, he is interested in you. Okay, he said to me, "What was that noise?"
Um, I think Richard is calling. Give me a
All
sec.
right,
Let me, I
yeah,
can.
yeah. Just check the.
Oh no, he
It's
said
not.
there was a package.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hmm.
look. He was scoping me out a couple of days ago. He was just like, so is she single? Like what kind of stuff
Who's
does she like
single?
to do? You, Richard was
Oh,
asking me the
Richard wants to
concierge.
fix me up with someone?
No, he wants to see if you're single so he can go out with you.
Oh,
He's a nice guy.
Terry, you're so funny. Of course not.
What do you mean? Of course not. Oh God, it's not because he's a
Richard's like,
concierge, is it? Is it?
what
It's
are
not
you
because he's a concierge.
saying?
You're not a snob. You're not gonna. You're gonna.
I didn't say it, you did.
Okay. Well then, what? Why? What's wrong with Richard?
He's Richard.
Yeah. Didn't haven't you noticed like his soft hair and his beautiful smile and he's like sparkling eyes and like his voice and you know just the way he stands and like the way he just opens the door and like haven't you noticed that like about him?
Apparently you have.
Well, I'm just observant. I mean, I just I he's a nice guy, like he's
Mm-hmm.
what.
So you talk to Richard a lot, huh?
Oh, well, I mean, I have to leave the building a lot. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
what?
You
He asked
seem
me
to
about you.
know.
He asked if you were single. So,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Since when did I become a table topic?
he brought it up. He just asked,
Mm-hmm.
is she single? That's it. I mean, even when he asked that, like his breath was so fresh. Like I don't think I've ever smelled breath that fresh before. It's just like,
How close was he standing next to you?
well, he's fairly close.
Uh-huh. That's so close that your nose can be so close to his mouth that you can smell his breath.
Well, I don't know, probably about
Close.
like that close. He had his hand on my shoulder. I could feel the warmth of his hand. Like he's got big hands,
Uh-huh.
like really
Uh-huh.
nice, strong,
Uh-huh.
kind of big
Uh-huh.
hands.
Like what? Like a cowboy?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, why don't you ask Richard out?
He's not going to be interested in me. Like he likes successful women, I think.
Well, he spends more time talking to you. I think he likes you.
Yeah, well, about you, like how's Anna doing? What's Anna doing? That's what he says all the time.
I don't know, Terry. Think you fancy him. He fancies you.
Well, I don't know if he fancies me, to be honest.
You haven't been on a date in a while too.
Yeah, 5 years.
So don't you think it's about time for you to get back on the horse?
I guess I could ask him just for an hour somewhere
Yeah, and you can go ride that cowboy.
and say how many cowboy references can we get in there?
We had a couple of cowboy references. I think we had three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah.
remember what the first one was.
That I've totally forgotten.
I forgot the first one, but there's two down, one to go.
We did that, and we did the cowboy one. But
The cowboy. But what's the first one?
I have no idea. I feel like it's because I shut the bloody thing too. I think it started with a P. That's all I can.
I have no idea.
Oh
Oh well,
man,
maybe somebody in the who watches this video will remember, or you will be texting me later
yeah.
about it. You and
When I
Richard
watch
the
it back,
cowboy
I'll see what
when
it
you watch it
was.
back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't.
Because I was like thinking, what was it? I know,
I
I
know. I
know
did that
it,
too.
but I
I
know.
was like, oh, what the hell? I feel like it was. Nah, I don't know. I thought it started with a P, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Um.
I don't really remember. I got like, shoot. But I thought all of them were a little bit related. That's why I said let's do all
Ah.
three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But I just
yeah.
thought I got two down, one to go, and then the ride them cowboy. Well, what the first one is? I
It's
just remember
annoying.
you asking me.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I just don't know what it is. No.
Yeah, because I said to you, yeah, do you know what that means or whatever? And you're like, yeah, the hell? I don't know. That's annoying. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the first time ever, I think, ever that I've
What?
called you by your real name.
Yes, I know. The surprise.
That was weird.
Yes.
Like I'd said it and then I was like, oh,
I was like, okay,
I should have said like Annabelle or something, you
that's
know what I mean?
okay.
But it was just like,
It did feel weird. It felt like we're
did it
having
feel
a real
weird?
conversation.
Yeah, like
It
isn't
did
that
feel weird.
amazing? That is amazing, like just that change. Like you
Yes,
using your real name or using a character name
yes.
makes the difference. And it shouldn't really, because there's a million people
No,
called Anna. You know what I mean? Like what,
not a million, just a few.
just a few. Yeah. So that was odd. Like it came out. It actually
Huh?
did come out because it was when the guy shot his load and he
Okay,
said Anna.
okay.
I love how you're like reading a phone or something. You're not even fucking listening to what I'm saying.
No, you just keep saying Anna and Anna. No, because it's a bunch of delivery from Richard right there outside.
Ah, okay, right. Like outside the door now.
Yes, outside the door now. Rich
Okay.
is like my delivery from Richard.
Okay. So there is, but please, there isn't really a concierge called Richard in your building, is there? Because that would
No,
just
I
be
don't
too.
have a concierge in my building. That's what people fucking call.
Okay. All right.
I miss having a concierge.
Yeah. Well, I've never had one, so
I miss having
all right. Well, I mean that's the
oh,
end of it. So what before I press stop
what
on
did I like?
yeah.
Or well, I think what we could do better was to remember the freaking first phrase.
Yeah.
What I like that we were trying so hard to weave it in.
Yeah.
Um, and I also like kind of like I was able to shift it from me to you.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Because well,
I
anytime that we start a scene with dating, it's
mhm.
going to be about you, isn't it?
Well, it's like I don't know. You just keep giving me what I start. Well, the themes were very dating related.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I figured, oh well, we might as well talk about the weirdos. I
Mm.
mean, they're there for the material.
Like,
So
and
many
my
weirdos out there. I'm
my
one of them.
question is that true, that 1 hour thing? It sounds like it's
Yes,
true.
it's
Yeah.
true. That's called boundaries.
Yeah.
That's called establishing boundaries. If you cannot respect my boundaries now, what more later?
Actually, that's really good, actually. I think I wish more women would be like that, to be honest.
Well, it's
That's
also
really good. That's
basically
a
how I'm interviewing my assistant, right? If you can't follow instructions now, I don't think you'll ever follow it later. So
true. Exactly. Like, why prolong the inevitable? Find
Mm.
out early what's going on. I like that.
So yeah, so most of it I'm kind of like just establishing my boundaries and
Yeah.
explaining my discomfort. And some of them don't like it when I don't refuse to give them my phone number. I go, I don't know why. If they don't give me their number, I'm not pissed off. They're
Yeah.
just dead to me. But
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean,
then
yeah.
if they don't, then they don't. That's it.
Yeah. Maybe like you need just a dating number. Like it's
I
just
yeah, I know. But the thing is, my assistant's the one using that number.
okay.
I used to have that. I call that my play phone.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I did have that one, and whoever has that number probably has a lot of interesting conversations.
Actually, it's a good idea. I think, yeah. Women out there, okay, the 1 hour rule, okay, and the play phone. That's what you should be
Honestly,
taking
I
away from
actually I
this.
like your suggestion. Let's just do a Zoom call.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
even
like that
better. You don't
suggestion.
have to
It's
leave.
better. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to implement that, but so far nobody seems to be wanting to buy that video call first. Because I go like, can you just have a video call for me to decide if I want to see you or not?
At least then, like, you get to actually see them, interact with them, but you don't even
Or
have to leave
actually to
home.
see if they're a real person, not a scammer.
Scammer.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of fake profiles now, like
Oh, really?
guys pretending to be who they're somebody else. Half the time I to be honest, I keep saying yes to these accounts because I just want to see if I can get money out of them. If I can scam the scammer.
Scammer.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
yeah, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Instead to get a hobby, I do have a hobby. Scam the
There
scammer.
you go. All right, we better go.
See, that is improv material right there.
That's
That is a
improv. Yeah,
gem.
the whole thing.
Scam the scammer.
Scam the scammer, guys. Scam the scammer, and subscribe and like and
Like, subscribe, comment, and maybe
comment.
eventually I'll watch the video.
Oh, and also with this video too, would be awesome if you could just comment it, like if you're a woman particularly, comment on, how you do your little hacks, like Anna has, dating hacks.
Dating boundaries.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm pressing
All right.
stop.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.